My name is Farrah and welcome back to my channel Beyond the Female. Long time no see. I'm so sorry I haven't been posting. I've just been so busy, but we're gonna get back to normal now and start posting again. Hopefully you will see me posting at least twice a week on this channel. And I know I've been slacking. You can even see my room still isn't done yet. But anyways, today we're gonna do an advice video. As soon as I know that my channel gets a lot of love for all the advice videos that I give to you guys. So today I wanted to talk about how to remain calm and classy during an argument. This video is purely just to make you think about when you next get into an argument, how you can handle the situation a little bit differently to how you would normally handle it. We're not all perfect. I myself, some of these points even I do and I'm like, oh, I need to work on that. But you know, we're not all perfect, so we all have our flaws, and that's absolutely fine. When we're put in an argument and we don't know what we're gonna say, we just say certain things in the heat of the moment, can get a bit carried away and we can say a little bit too much or some things that we didn't even mean to say. This video is purely just to make you think and be aware of how you can handle a situation differently. Thinking before you speak, and even thinking before I speak, is something that I know I need to work on because I'm not perfect at it. No human is perfect, and we're all going to lose our temper or say what we want in any situation that we're put in. And especially in arguments, it's so easy to just say something that you didn't really mean and it just came out in the wrong way. But it makes such a difference if you just think before you speak. Even if that means you're in an argument and that person is ranting on and on and on at you and you just have to be silent for a long time. That moment when you're silent, you're thinking about what your response will be. My second point leads into my first one. No over-exaggerating. It's so tempting, especially when you just want to get your point across and you just feel like the best way to do it is to exaggerate the situation. That's probably the worst thing that you can do. To over-exaggerate a situation that is this small to make it this big can turn any argument even worse. And as well, along with over-exaggerating, try not to bring up the past. If you guys have had a previous argument and then you're already arguing, sometimes when you run out of things to say, you just bring up the past. The things that wasn't resolved in your last argument, you bring them up into your present one, and that's where the argument carries on, and before you know it, it's already got worse. Resolve the past arguments and then stops you from diving back into the past to bring it back up again. Keep in mind your tone of voice when you're arguing. Your tone of voice should sound very soft and calm, but not condescending. It should be very understanding, and you know, when you're taking time and thinking about what to say to the other person, that is when you can reflect on, is my tone of voice okay? Is this coming across in the correct way? Your tone of voice can make an argument sometimes even worse, or sometimes if you get the correct tone of voice, it can stop the argument there and then, and before you know it, it's turned into a conversation and it's not even an argument anymore. Tone of voice is very vital, and it can either make a situation better or it can make it 10 times worse. One thing that I don't like is the word argument. I don't even like that, the word argument. I think it's just so aggressive. It shouldn't be called an argument. It should be called a discussion. At the end of the day, you shouldn't feel the need to get to that point of where you're screaming and shouting at each other just to feel like you're getting heard. That is then where the problems lie. And that is where deeper things need actually resolving rather than what you're arguing about. Think of it as a discussion. You go into the argument, you approach it very differently compared to a shouting match, where both of you are trying to one-up each other by shouting, but the actual problem of what you're arguing about isn't being resolved. Do not lose your temper. It's unladylike, it's not classy at all. And you shouldn't even feel the need to get to that point to feel like you have to lose your temper to be heard, and you should be the bigger person. And my last, final point is evaluate when it's the best time to speak. Sounds really weird, but this is something that I think is very, very important. When you evaluate when it's the best time to speak, not only are you forced to listen to the other person that's arguing to you, it also stops you talking over each other. Have you ever had that when you have an argument with somebody and you're both just talking over each other? It makes you think about how you can reply back to that person. So here we have it, a few tips on how to remain classy during an argument. I know we're not all perfect, but this just gives you a few tips on how you can maybe approach an argument if you get into one a little bit differently and a lot more classier than just screaming and shouting at somebody. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did. I'm also going to put a poll in the eye icon up here, so please check that out. That will be for my next video ideas, because I'm kind of struggling on what to post on this channel. Do you guys like my advice videos, or do you guys like my makeup routines and hauls? So yeah, please visit that poll up there and subscribe to my channel. I make all types of girly fashion advice videos, so please subscribe and have a wonderful day.